Before I start, Happy New Year to everybody watching this video. Yes, I'm recording this 12 at midnight, I would say, about an hour later. So, uh, to begin with, yes, I have no life. To begin with, we have started off our anime year with a bang. I freaking love the first episode of Legend of the Rising Shield Hero. Legend of the Rising Shield, the Rising Shield Hero, whatever it is. I completely forgot it. I might have completely messed up the name. But this anime is something that a lot of isekais are missing, and this is what I mean by a good isekai. Now, I have not personally read the light novel, but I have heard a lot of praises, and I can see where all of the praises come from. And this is after watching 45 minutes of this first episode, because normally I have to watch 3 episodes of a series to actually give my opinion on it. But if I watch a 45 minute of an anime, 45 minutes of an anime, I can actually judge an anime and say that whether it's bad or a good anime to watch. And this is definitely worth it for what it introduced us to, because this is such a unique anime. This is an actual underdog story, and I actually love it, because personally I have been a fan of an underdog story since a long time. And there are various instances where I personally love underdog stories. It's something that I just love to see in a lot of animes. For example, one of the big reasons I love Black Clover is because Black Clover is an underdog story. Asta is an underdog in Black Clover if you actually pay attention to it. I love My Hero because Deku is an underdog story. Even though Deku has already reached a level of My Hero, and like he has already become a hero and everything, and in the way he's narrating the story and everything, it's still an underdog story. He's showing how he progressed from being an underdog to a actual something. So there are various more series. Those are just mainstream series. If you go underground, there are other series when it comes to like the underground series, because let's just take Classroom of Elites. I don't know if anybody has watched that series, but that's another series which is kind of an underdog story, because it's not only about Ayano Koji, the main character, but also about the whole classroom, which is like an underdog class. So yeah, there's various anime that you guys can watch which are underdog stories, and I will personally recommend them. If you guys ask me anytime, I'll give it to you guys, no problems whatsoever. But this is an isekai, and when it comes to isekai, I have never seen isekai portray an underdog story. And if there is any isekai which portrays an underdog story, I just don't remember it, because I personally don't remember any isekai which portrays underdog story. Most of the isekais are just like, here's a character and he's already powerful, the almighty, and all of that shit. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, personally, my favorite isekai of all time, and that's No Game No Life. Well, to be honest, could I really say that it's an underdog story? Not really, because it's just super OP people. That's just it. Like, these guys' intelligence are off the charts, and you can expect to see intelligent stuff in that. So yeah, there's a that's not an underdog story. Overlord, not an underdog story at all. It's or an antagonist story, and plus it's not even an underdog story. It's just overpowered characters. Let's see what other animes do we have, like isekais. Like Konosuba is an underdog story, but it's more on the comedy side rather than serious. This is a dark anime, an actual dark anime, which is more on the serious side. I would consider Konosuba an underdog story if it was a serious anime to take it. It's a really funny anime, and it's personally one of my favorites, to be honest. It's one of my all-time favorites, right next to Blue Exorcist, which is personally my favorite anime or manga to read personally. So yeah. So that's all that aside. Let's just talk about this series, because I was mind blown by this series, because I had high expectations. All right, I had my bar. I had a bar of a first episode to be 7 or 8 minutes, and when I saw 45 minutes, I was like, "Well, are you journeys ahead of me? I gotta watch the series," because I've heard people say a lot about the series, speak a lot about the series, and I wasn't left disappointed. Rather, I'm left like I want more. I'm not satisfied with just sitting 45 minutes and watching the series. Rather, it's more like I just watch the series and I'm like, is this all that I'm gonna get? I want more of this shit because the way this was portrayed the first 45 minutes was amazing. It's so well, the character, like it is well written, I would say. Something that I personally enjoy, and it's such a great way to start off a series, I would say, because it's actually giving you an origin story on the character and the build up and everything, and why the character is doing what he's doing. He actually has a motive rather than just like, oh, I'm in another world right over here just to be there, or just find some place back, or just be like some shit like that. Like that's other than that, he actually has a motive. He has an actual motive, which I'm gonna get into later, but still, he has a motive here, which is way different than what I see in a lot of isekais. So to begin with, like in the start, it's a very normal isekai type of environment setting because it's just like opens a book and gets summoned in. So I was like, yeah, it's just a normal isekai and nothing much there because it happens in normally in isekai. Let's be honest here. Like a lot of anime which portray to be, have an isekai story back, like backstory and everything. It's just like whether a character was asleep, a character was dragged into another world, a character died, or some shit like that happened. Like it's some shit like that that has always happened when it comes to isekai. So this was something that I was like, okay, just your normal stuff that happens, and you get summoned to another world. Nothing unusual about it. Just a normal isekai. But what I really loved is, as soon as he was summoned into the world, nobody paid attention to our main character. Not a single one. Another thing is the animation. It looks way different than a lot of anime that I've seen. I don't know which studio made this series. I have to check it again. I might have checked it when I was doing my anime list, but I must have forgotten which studio is doing it. But I would say that this is quite an unique animation, quite different than you see in your normal anime. It's quite different, very glowy. Kind of reminds me, gives me a kind of a vibe of the Bleach animation in a way. Not to say that it's completely Bleach, because you remember in Bleach there used to be this shiny kind of shine glow to all these characters. A lot of scenes had these shine and glows to a lot of characters. So I actually felt that kind of way when I was watching the anime. I don't know if anybody else noticed it or not, but it was something that I noticed very much, and I was like, it's not Studio Pirate. I know definitely that because if it was that, I would have known a long time ago, because some reasons. But it's definitely some other studio, and I would say the animation looks good. It actually looks pretty damn good. I actually, personally, this is one of my favorite type of animations. The way it was portrayed and everything, the way it was more or less shown darkened, and there's that points where they're darkened, and there points where it just shines brightly, like darkens like in Science Gate. Sometimes it darkens and everything like that, and then at some points shines like in Bleach. So it's like there was various stuff that were like various scenes and everything where it showed these kind of animations, and I was like, interesting, because I'm not a big fan of Steins Gate animation. Gonna be very honest here. Like it's dark animation, like the way it is animated and everything. That's not my type of animation, but the way this was done, mix up of the both, it kind of grabbed my attention in a way. I don't know why, but it kind of grabbed my attention in a way. But other than that, uh, talking about more about stuff. I also like how this is just not one character's story, okay? I mean, yes, this is his story, but it's not just one character that's been summoned into this world and just be like, yeah, like, I'm gonna be the big hero and all that shit. No, it's not that. Rather, I like how is that there are other three characters and he has competition. He has actual competition and he's the weakest of all of them. I don't care if that's as cliche as it gets, but in an isekai, this is something I want to see personally, because I don't want to see each character go up against each character and then go up and just be like, yeah, I defeated him, no problem. No, I don't want to see that. It's very common in isekai, and even if it's a cool thing to do, even if it doesn't matter which isekai you're watching, even though it's cool to see characters get beat up, like just make characters beat up the other characters and everything. I don't want to see like the same shit over and over again, overpowered characters. I rather want to see a character work hard to get what he has, and that's what I'm seeing here. This guy's on level 1. He is fighting. He's fighting much monsters. He's fighting small fries. Like that's how I like it. I personally like that variation of thing that he is, and personally, gonna be very honest here. When I first saw this chick, I was like, "Yep, he's gonna get trapped. He's gonna get trapped." I was very much like, "Yep, that chick does not look right," because it's a anime thing for me now. I watch way too many anime, so it's just like it's very common for me to know where that's going with a setup. I would have been surprised if the chick didn't do anything, but the way just the moment I saw this chick, I was like, yep, this is getting messed up. Like, it's gonna get messed up soon because this chick is somehow gonna betray him and some shit is gonna go down. So, and that's basically what happened. So, I don't know what it is, but I think it's just anime wise because I watch way too many anime. But it was very obvious to me that this chick is gonna do something wrong. And, other than that, I'm gonna be very honest here. Most of this is where I'm. Whoa, this is what I loved the most about this start of this anime. The way they started off this, I freaking loved this scene. This scene was my freaking favorite one of all of this episode. Like, very honest here, this whole scene, it got me like on the edge of the scene, and I was like, whoa. I knew the main character wasn't gonna get any kind of like, he was gonna get backlash in a way, but he wasn't gonna get killed so early on. I knew it, but still, it had me on the edge of my seat, and I was like, whoa, what are they gonna do now? What are they actually gonna do with this character now? Because this is a whole complete changeover, and this is the shit I love about something like this. I freaking loved it, the way they did this. Like, the moment, she betrayed him, spoke about how he tried to like molest him and everything. I was like, damn, how are they gonna how are they gonna make this character survive? And it's a good thing that the plot armor is there, and it's like you can't go back unless you it's all four of you. But like once you summon for all four of you or some shit like that, you can't go back unless you defeat the wave or something. So it was funny for me because you already knew that this guy, he is gonna be in a big mess because people are gonna look down on him first of all to begin with. And personally, I love one of the scenes in the episode where this shopkeeper is looking down on him, and he's like, "Yo, Munch Munch Man, you wanna go? You wanna go get some Munch oranges?" It's like, yo, I love that scene. I'm gonna be very honest. I'm gonna love that scene. The way he just was like, Munch Man, like, loved it. He didn't say Munch Man. I'm the one gave the orange guys orange balloons. I think so. That's what they call orange balloons. The name Munch Man because they munch on your body. But I loved it. I even loved the way they executed the whole scene where you're like, "Yo, give me your money," and he's like, "You wanna go? You wanna go, fam? Bring it on. You wanna go?" It's like, yo, I loved it. I loved it because the series is started off with a banger. Like, very honest here, very honest, and I think so. This might be one of my favorite personal, up there with Mob Psycho 100 season 2, because I've heard a lot of good things about Mob Psycho season 2, a lot of good things, but it's gonna be up there with Mob Psycho season 2 if this is the type of quality of story it gives me, because even with the end of the episode, uh, over here, with the end of the episode with this chick over here, it felt different because it felt like this man who wanted to be a protagonist of this world is kind of becoming an antagonist in a way. If I had to be honest here, it kind of felt like that because he's doing things that an antagonist do, and I feel like he's gonna be like a neutral character. He's not gonna be a protagonist, nor he's gonna be an antagonist. He's gonna be right in the middle. He's gonna be a neutral character because Like if we had like a karma system in this series, I had to put that he's gonna do deeds that are gonna give him good karma, but at the same time he's also gonna do deeds that is gonna give him bad karma. Because there are gonna be various instances where he's gonna make choices that will give him bad karma, like kill someone or something like that, like make him a renegade. And there at the same time there are also choices where he'll be a protagonist and actually do paragon things. So I don't know, like something like that. And I think so. This is where he's more of a renegade side, antagonist side, and how he goes to the slave maker to look at the slaves and everything. I feel like that. So I feel like he's gonna be neutral. I wouldn't say he's an anti-hero. I wouldn't say anti-villain. I wouldn't say just yet because I don't know whether he's gonna be that in any way or not. He's gonna be a he's obviously the main protagonist, but he's gonna be a hero. He's gonna be a villain. He's gonna be an anti-villain. He's gonna be an anti-hero. I can't say just yet. I feel like he's just in the middle for all this. He's a neutral character right now. He isn't doing it. He's doing what he wants to. He's doing shit that is needed for himself for the time being, just for himself, nothing else. Nothing more, nothing less, just himself. That's what he's looking for. He's looking for survival for himself. That's about it. So yeah, whether you watch this anime or not, of course watch it. Like if you are into more of a seinen, you more into a seinen kid rather than a shonen kid. Obviously, I'm a shonen kid too, but I personally love seinen more than shonen. So if you're into seinen stuff and everything, I personally say watch it. 45 minutes of pure, intense shit going in the background. It's gonna be crazy 45 minutes for you guys to watch it. I know there are some moments where it's cliched, but at the same time I don't care because this is an isekai, which is something, it's something unique to to the isekai genre. It's something that I haven't seen yet in the isekai genre, because isekai genre has just been like, oh, part characters, let's have this, let's have that, and that's about it. That's about, like, I don't see anything there. As for the character motives, it was good to see that this character has a motive. It's like he's gonna get stronger on his own so that he himself doesn't need to compete with these guys. He needs to be stronger himself. He wants to more or less be someone who everybody can trust. He wants to be a hero, but at the same time, he will do deeds that are needed to be a hero. Bad deeds that are needed to be hero. So yeah, technically, yeah, that's basically his motive. I had to say that is his motive. So yeah, that's about it for this episode of Rising of the Shield Hero. This has to be one of my longest videos I've ever made. One of my longest, not my longest, because my longest will always be the Bleach video I ever made, but this has to be one of my longest videos that I've made on an anime review, because I personally had so many things to talk about it on this anime. It really looks good. It has a unique storyline for an isekai. Not if you're looking for a normal storyline, this isn't something that's unique in my opinion, because I've watched way too many seinen 18 plus anime that, and I don't mean hentai, but definitely 18 plus anime that are like really brutal and like has this dark storyline and everything. But this is something that unique to the isekai genre, and that's why I enjoy it. And personally, for someone whose favorite genre is like an isekai genre, and yes, I love isekai anime. There's some anime that are just trash, and I will not even deny it, but there's some that are really good, and that's the reason why I love isekai anime, like genre just in general. Like there's so many good isekai anime, at the same time there's so many bad one of them, because let's just be honest, last season there was an anime that was released that was named Conception, that was released last year, and I was like, wow, what a plot line. That was literally my expression when I was watching the first episode of that, and I was like, yep, no review on this. This is gonna be standing right over there in the corner for no reviews. Like that was literally my expression when I was watching Conception last season. So this season, it's good to see that this isekai is really starting off the banger this year, and hopefully it's gonna be one of the best anime of 2019. Who knows, something like that. But I don't think that's gonna be happening, because there's a lot of good anime coming this season. Not in this season, but also throughout the year. Like One Punch Man season 2. excited to see that in April, I believe. Then there is My Hero Academia season 4 in October. Then also there is Mob Psycho season 2, which is definitely gonna be this season's best anime. Definitely up there for the best anime for me. So then there are gonna be various anime that will come in this season. Let's keep an eye out on all of them. For now, this is a way to start of the year, start of a banger, and one of the best anime of the season. So hopefully they continue to do this work, and I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, peace.